Good evening, everybody. How in the heck you doing, man? Glad to have you. Decided I'd do another video, man, and talk about some of the things that I see going on in the news. I'm not going to dabble in politics as far as presidential and left and right bull crap, none of that. Be talking about what I like to call tribalism, mixed with race and hate, and how you start to see things going on in the public eye and you can see it. And you have a lot of people posting fake mess on Facebook all the time, but what I'm talking about is stuff that is the truth, and it goes on, and a lot of times it's swept to the wayside and you can see it with your own eyes. Because you know how you get up and you go to work on a day-to-day basis, do the same routine. You go to work, you're providing for your family, you're nice and courteous to everybody, but you've got those individuals that just hate you, and you hadn't done a thing in the world to them other than your skin's the wrong color, different ethnic background, you don't work on time, you do your work good. They just don't like you. Can't give a reason, but they don't like you. So you'll understand, One time I was in the barbershop where I worked, close to where I worked at. And I was getting ready to sit down in the chair, and there was a guy, he was a Native American guy. He started, because I was next in line, he started raising all kind of hell. Well, you white motherfucker, I was here before you were. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. He was trying to start an argument with me in the barber. I can go anywhere and get a haircut. And I'm like, what in the world? What's going on, bud? So you weren't in here, you come in here, and he's raising hell because he's from, that part of town. And I made my mind up. I said, if you go behind your back and come back with a blade, I'm going to take this blue tube stapler I got, and I'm going to staple your ass with it. But I got my hair cut and I went on. But see, that's how crazy people have got. And in the same token, when I'm talking about tribalism, same token, if he would have done something like that in my county, in my part of town, them boys would have whooped his ass. And they would have took his blade and filleted him with it. That's how crazy people are when I'm talking about hate toward different groups. And to me, it's childish. It don't make no sense, man. It really don't. You cannot go nowhere these days, a lot of time, without seeing somebody, not necessarily coming towards you, but somebody being confrontational with somebody else, either in the parking lot, in the store. There was one time we was at the Walmart in Lumberton. Rob Co, I'm giving up where I'm at, but trying to make an example. Somebody went in there and started firing a firearm and shot some lady. The lady passed away. She happened to be pregnant. It was a white lady and the boyfriend was black. And he shot and unlived her and run out the door. They eventually got him, but you just had a life loss there because of hate or something going on. I don't know much about the case, but I'm telling you, every day you got something like this spouting off somewhere. There was one time in the other county above Robinson, there was a sports bar, if you will, and two brothers, I think they were Oriental looking guys, and they were in the club, and they always loved to have a good time. I've heard they were good guys, man. You couldn't help not, but they loved to have a good time and drink. And then there's a guy in there starting trouble with them. Okay, different skin color. You see where I'm going with it? Starting trouble. Okay, the boys had enough of it. Well, this cat pulls his firearm and he unlicensed both of these brothers. Neither one of these brothers had a deadly weapon. They didn't have no bottle, no knife, no firearm, no nothing. And this guy took it upon himself to unload on them and unlife them right there in the bar. Okay. Why are you in an establishment selling alcohol with a firearm knowing it's illegal? Your punk ass didn't even get charged with that. And I'll tell you where I'm going with this, okay? The DA ruled it was self-defense. I don't understand that. The law says you shall use deadly force when deadly force is used upon you. You started the crap, whoever you are, with these two brothers. They were getting ready to check you. You didn't like it, so you pulled your firearm like a wuss does, and you dropped them. And you got away with it because your skin color. Because you got ties with the local DA's office and the local government. That's bullshit. I don't care what color you are. You take somebody's life, you need to stand trial for it. And see, everybody's seeing this. That's why nobody's trusting government no more. They're not trusting the law no more. They're not. Look out for yourself. I'm telling you now, it's coming. It's going to be every man for himself. It's getting like that now. And I come from a law enforcement background. I'm retired now, so I'm going to say what I got to say. That's bullcrap, and people see it. All this racial hate, man. All of us make this country, and we're going to have to end up coming together. If we don't, somebody's going to blow us away from here, and that's probably what they want to do anyway. All this unnecessary bull crap. Look what the Bible says. We're living those times. And everybody's so stubborn about you. You're seeing this stuff with your own eyes. Okay? There's a recent case going on in Lumberton with some juveniles. A 17-year-old had got shot and unlived. And the people at the courthouse are raising the devil about it. And from what I can understand, and I can understand their point, but what they don't get, it's up to the DA to charge them, and even still only that, these offenders are considered juvenile. What the people don't understand is when these legislation people go behind your back, you're raising sand about, well, we want the juvenile law changed because their minds ain't developed yet. Then once they change them, juvenile left and right going out there unlifing people everywhere. They're the ones doing all this violent crime, and they're getting away with it. Well, you raise hell wanting the law changed, now you see what you got. If you would have left it where they could be charged at 16 as an adult and stand trial as an adult, you'd have it made. But no, you let the legislation go behind you and change that. That's the problem. That's why they're out here doing this stuff. I see it every day. They're out here doing these drive-bys and all this violent crime and these home invasions. Little penny Annie juveniles. Okay? Y'all got to think about that. You living your day-to-day life and you got these legislators going behind your back, changing law, doing stuff. Then you get mad at the wrong people. You get mad at law officers. They do their job. They lock them up. It's up to the court systems and the different systems to do something with them. I know you want justice. How you think them people in Fayetteville with them two brothers, they want justice? How you think they feel? You see what I'm saying? It takes a bunch of us to get together and make these changes. We can't do it if they want us to fight amongst each other all the time. That's what I'm saying. Tribalism, racism. I mean, they control us, man. Until y'all open your eyes and realize it and start seeing this stuff, then you can come together and do something about it. But I don't know. I think it's getting too far gone. And now, as far as law is concerned, it's a double standard to me. Your skin color is going to decide that double standard where you can commit a crime, get away with it or not. That's what I'm starting to see now. And the guy, Carmelo Anthony or whatever in Texas, he's on trial. And what the people scared of, especially in the courts, if they find him guilty, that everybody's going to come forward and destroy the town and riot and all that. Yeah, they're going to do that. That's their character. They're going to do that. I mean, you might as well expect that. Get the fire department with the water hoses, get the National Guard, get what, because they're gonna do it. That's why they keep doing the crap that they're doing. See what they can get away with, man. It's the same with all people. They're gonna push to see what they can get away with, man. That's just human nature. That's tribalism, man. That's what I call it. And tribalism is just like you hang around the people that look like you, that talk like you, that act like you, that do the things that you do. That's tribalism, and it's around everywhere, man. But I don't know. That case bothers me. How you just cold blood unlife people that are not using no deadly force against you or not doing, but you start the fight. You started it, and then when they check you, you pull out your firearm and do your craziness. So now, I'm telling you, man, y'all leave home and make sure you got something with you. Don't take no chances, man. Do not take no chances. Because it's everywhere now, man. Everywhere. Yeah. And the crazy people that are running loose amongst the normal people, them's the ones that'll hurt you. And nobody do nothing about it. They should be in a facility someplace. There was, I think, one in Raleigh this morning. He ended up stabbing 5 people before they got him. And they said he had mental issues. When's this stuff gonna stop, man? I don't know. I'm just telling you. You can see it with your own eye. Just open your eyes and just watch and observe. You know. So if you like what you see in here, man, hit like, subscribe. I'll be back with some more videos. So. But you can see it. Pay attention to what's going on with some of these news feeds. And do the checking to make sure it's real. A lot of times they'll throw some fake crap out there to get you upset and make you do a quick reaction or put a quick comment so a damn AI robot can throw a smart comment at you. That's why I keep the comments off. If somebody wants to have a reasonable conversation, we can do that, but I ain't got time to hear the AI robot and throw some damn off-the-wall comment that don't make sense. That's how you know it's a robot. Or you got these individuals in their mama's basement. All they do is play on the computer all day and they say smart aleck comments. But anyway, hey man, y'all have a good one.